Okay, welcome to our Wednesday Zoom. I'm going to mute everybody and we will do the pledges. And you can unmute when we are done. Okay. Tops pledge. I am an intelligent person. I will control my emotions, not let my emotions control me. Every time I am tempted to use food to satisfy my frustrated desires, build up my injured ego, or dull my senses, I will remember I will take off pounds sensibly. Cops pledge. I am an intelligent person. I will control my emotions, not let my emotions control me. Every time I am tempted to use food to satisfy my frustrated desires, build up my injured ego, or dull my senses, I will remember I am to be an example as I keep off pounds sensibly. You can unmute yourselves. Go ahead and unmute yourself. So how is everybody doing? Hmm?
A struggle. It's a
Yes.
struggle.
Oh, it is. Oh, it is. It is a struggle. I mean, I've been a cops just past my 1 year point. I've been in. This is since 2015, so it's 5 years, and it's still a struggle. Even being a cops, it's even more of a struggle because you gotta maintain. You only got a certain amount of leeway, the 10 pounds. But has everybody's heard about the Tops in home? That's on the
No.
website.
Think I know what you're
Uh,
saying.
Tops at Home is they're offering a 5 week online course. I signed up my grandson for that. You could either as a new member or a restart, but current members you can buy it as a gift if you have a friend or a family member that wants to try it. I mean, go for it. I mean, you get was it My Day One, the Healthy and Active magazine, window cling, a plate, um, and there's a lot, and you can even add more to it. And it's a 5 week online course. I have the first meeting tomorrow, so it's really really good. So if anybody wants to try it, they can do it that way. It's online. Don't join an in-person chapter, which could be great these days because not everybody's meeting. But I'm trying it, and then I'll have it to show everybody else when I have it. So hopefully I'll get it for next Wednesday. We shall see. Okay, I am doing, and I'm going to share screen, an old, where is it? Old area captain program. Slideshow from beginning. Can you see it all?
Yes.
There we go. Awesome. I did it right this time. This is a good one, especially with all that went on in 2020, and it's still going on. Learning, uh, relearning how to do lasting changes is always a good thing to do, especially if, like Ruth said, we're all struggling. So maybe we need a refresher course on how to make lasting changes. Okay. Tonight we're going to look at why change is hard and what we can do to increase success for ourselves. Our goal is to discover the mental and emotional tools we need to take and keep the weight off. Why is change hard? How did I get here? Uh, why do we say we're going to eat right and exercise regularly and then end up doing the opposite? We've all been there, right? That was me today. That was me today. The good news, we can create and sustain lasting change. There is no need to despair. The good news is that we can learn how to create and sustain lasting change. That's what we're going to explore tonight. It turns out there are two parts of our brain that are involved in changing our behavior to take off and keep off weight: our thinking brain and our feeling brain. And if you have any questions, just go ahead and ask. The thinking brain is the part of ourselves that sets goals and comes up with strategies for success. It thinks things like, I'm going to lose weight by never eating dessert again. Like that one works. That doesn't work. That we always want it more when we say we can't have it. The feeling brain is the part of ourselves that in the moment sabotages our efforts. That's fate. I had a big old cheesecake. It looks at the dessert menu, says, I want that double fudge sundae, and our good intentions go out the window. How come? Who came in? Hello.
Hi, Joanne.
How you doing today?
I am doing good. I was on a COVID vaccine webinar being sponsored by my union. So it was
Mhm.
like, it was supposed to be from 5:30 to 7, but they went a little longer. So that's why I'm late to you.
Cool. Well, I'm glad you could make it.
Yes.
We are doing Time to Create Lasting Change, a very old, doesn't even have a date on it. It's an old area captain program. Okay. Am I on the right page? Where is that page?
Double fudge sundae page.
Yeah, okay, now we need to change. There we go. Now we have a smart bunny. All mammals, horses, giraffes, dogs, dolphins, even bunnies have a feeling brain, including us. So in the feeling area, it can be said that we're only as smart as a rabbit. Think about it, a bunny. And this feeling bunny brain of ours cares only about two things in every single moment. Is this pleasurable or painful? Is it safe or dangerous? The feeling bunny brain goes towards immediate pleasure and safety all the time. It doesn't have a long-term memory. It acts on what it sees, feels, and hears in the moment. That's our impulse brain. Okay, it's a nice bunny. The bunny brain in action. I think all of us have experienced a moment or two like this. What do you think? To me, today, it was carrot cake. My grandson wanted carrot cake. I said, oh, we'll take two. And we ate them before lunch. Like, okay. And I had a sugar crash. It's like, okay, I need some caffeine. About 2 hours later, I was crashing. So yeah, this is, yeah. But I mean, if no one sees us eat it, does it count? Okay. And the next page. There we go. Lasting change. So to create the success we want in taking off and keeping off weight, we have to get both parts of our brain on our side and working together. Yeah. Okay. First, we need to create a feeling reason why we want to take the weight off. No, it can't be to lower your our blood pressure or blood sugar. Those are great reasons, but they are coming from our thinking brain. Remember, the bunny only cares about pleasure and safety. What reason for losing weight can you think of that can give you a lot of pleasure? How about to look great at my next high school reunion? Not that they're holding them these days. To play tennis with my children or grandchildren. To wait for my children to catch up with me. Oh, I had to catch up with my grandson today. We did a walk. He rode his bike. I jogged. He waited for me a lot. He was fast. Really allow yourself to enjoy the pleasure of this desire and to want what you want. But remember, that pleasure is short-term and immediate. It's good to write down what you are thinking as well as the reminder. The my progress the journal, the food journal that Tops now has on the website, it asks how you, there's a thing to put where you're feeling, or there's still an old journal that is just about your feelings, not the food. So it's good to write what you're feeling when you eat that piece of cheesecake or piece of carrot cake, or why you ate that, what you did. Okay. All of us have come up with a reason that feels good. Now, because the bunny part of our brain doesn't have a long-term memory, the next thing we need to do is create a reminder that we keep with us in the places where we get tempted. What will keep the feeling reason in the bunny's mind moment to moment and increase our chances of success? Maybe you put a photograph of the dress you want to wear to the reunions on your refrigerator. How about a tennis shoe key to remind us to exercise more, even if all you do is park farther away from the entrance of the building? Maybe print out a message to yourself to post in the bathroom mirror or visor of the car. Or you can take washable markers and write messages on your bathroom mirror, because you'll see it whenever you go in there. Let's take a moment to share with each other. Turn to all of us. You can't turn to your buddy because not in all the same order. If okay, you need to say, tell us your feeling reason for taking off and keeping off the weight. Then we need to brainstorm at least one reminder that will help us all remember the pleasure we want. So, what is your feeling reason for wanting to lose weight and keep off weight? Let me see who's first. Okay, Stella.
Hi.
What is your feeling reason for keeping off weight?
I didn't feel good when I was heavier.
Mm-hmm.
I was the cops and I lost it and I gained weight and I didn't want to run into anybody at the grocery store.
Oh my goodness. So you want to feel better. Yeah, I remember when I was heavier, I didn't feel good at all. I know that feeling. Marion.
I'm feeling more pressure on my joints with the additional weight that I've put on.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like the way that I look in the mirror. I've got about 10 pounds extra that I don't need.
Don't we all? Molly.
Mine is just to feel better too, just have more energy and feel doing stuff.
Yeah. I know. Terry Ann.
Well, like they've already said, I don't like how I look in the mirror, but also I feel that everything just takes more effort. Any activity takes more effort to do.
Yeah.
Carrying, extra pounds and whatnot.
Right. Oh yeah. Oh, I hear that one. Ruth?
Well, I agree with all of it. It takes me a lot of effort to do everything, and yeah, losing weight has made me feel a lot better. And I know I'll feel even more better when I get to my goal.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, we all do. So what I think has anyone chosen a symbol to remind them the pleasure they're aiming for? Do you have a symbol or a saying or a message to yourself that keeps reminding you of what you're doing this for? Anybody?
I've got something on my fridge that I actually got from one of the other, I can't remember what, I think it was when Ashley Pfizer anyway, it was one of the other TOPS groups, and somebody had said, don't give up on yourself. So I've got that posted on my fridge. And I've also got a picture of my my long-term goal for the year, and then my January goals that I'll update every month. So I put that on my fridge too as a reminder.
Yeah, I joined a 2021 hike, 2021 miles for 2021. So it's a Facebook group and you update your miles. So yeah, I have a calendar I have to write down. So I feel really bad when I say, oh, I only did 3 miles that day because I didn't do a whole lot of steps that day. It's like, and they're like, oh, we've done 100 miles. It's like, I'm only at 50. So it's like, yeah, I've got a big one. With anybody else?
I don't have it, but I've been thinking about it.
Oh, hey, that's good.
Sign for the fridge that says whatever it is you're looking for, you're not going to find it in here.
I love that.
That's a good one. I love that one. I love that one. Okay. And they do have this one still on the website, on the store. That is not a food journal. It's basically sort of like a diary of our weight loss journey. Now it's time to learn about how to get your thinking brain on your side. How many of you have found yourselves in front of the open fridge without thinking? Yep. That visit was probably become a habit, and habits can't be tossed aside, but must be changed one stepping stone at a time. How many of you are journaling and find it helps keep you on the right track?
I'm journaling. I don't think it helped me yesterday, but
Uh-huh. Yeah, well, um, I stopped journaling today when I ate that first bite of carrot cake. I was like, I don't know how, I don't know, want to know how many calories I had today. I journal.
I bought a piece of carrot cake the other day, just a single piece, because it was at Ralph's. It was $1.99.
Right.
At a Ralph's card, it was 99 cents. So my husband and I shared it. But that one piece of carrot cake was 630 calories.
Oh no, I went way over budget today. Way over budget.
Ate it.
Way over budget today. Ouch. Oh, I won't do that again. Oh, but
Yeah, unfortunately, I looked at it after, not before eating it.
yeah, hindsight and all that. Okay, a journal is a good new habit if you don't do it already to create. Using a journal can keep track of our planned successes and problems will help to keep us focused on our new attitudes and behavior. TOPS has added a journal. No, they have a journal to the list of TOPS tools. If you aren't already using one, I highly recommend you do so. Or a lot of people have Sparks People, MyFitnessPal. That's also a good one too. MyFitnessPal has a spot on the bottom for notes that you can put stuff in. Our journal has a place to write down our goals and thoughts every week for one full year, and we can keep track of our measurements and activities. How many of you take your measurements? No, some people, I know TOPS used to. It, they don't anymore. It's not required, but I've had some members start and they want to track their measurements. But since I told them, I said, you take them yourselves. We will not touch each other and take measurements. We just don't do that. Now these days you can't even come within 6 feet. But use an honor system because it's not something that everybody does. It's just the weights, not the honor system.
We did a program once, maybe 2 years ago, where everyone was given a piece of like paper made like out of like a cardboard paper that was, I don't know exactly how many inches it was. I think it was like maybe 40 inches or something like that, maybe 60, and that you would use that to like measure yourself. But the problem is because it was paper,
Right.
air, and it wasn't exactly as accurate as using a like an actual tape measure. But we did do like sort of tried to do a program once where that's what it was paper, but you would measure it, and then you would like draw a line on it and say, this is my waist
Right.
and this is my thighs. And so you're measuring yourself. And then the idea is to put that little piece of paper, fold it up, and then in a year, you'll take it
Right.
out. So
Nice.
You could do that with a ribbon.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely.
yeah, that
Definitely.
wouldn't rip.
Yeah. And see at the end of the year, see how much looseness you have, how smaller it gets.
I've been telling myself in the beginning of this year, I've got to take my measurements for this year.
Mm-hmm.
We're now 2 weeks in. I still haven't done it yet. So
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I keep telling myself, yeah, I need to get that January picture so you can do before and after pictures at the end of the year. We finally did it after the second meeting. It's like we got, and I still did not remember to do everybody at the meeting. It's like, it's not something you do all the time, so you don't remember to do it. Okay, next. Every time we think or do something, our brain cells fire, and the ones that fire together wire together. This means that next time we're more likely to do the same thing again. That's how habits are formed. By now, we've got deeply grooved pathways, also called habits, for doing what we've always done. Creating new healthy habits. If I'm talking too loud, let me know, because everything is muffled since I have my Bluetooth in. Just think about how long you've practiced your old habits. We've got to find and practice a lot to create new pathways to new healthy behaviors. And I mean practice a lot. I believe it takes, what does it say, that 21 days to make a habit?
Yeah. And 2 hours to break it.
Oh, one piece of carrot cake to break it. Okay. So in order to practice enough to make the healthy choices automatic, we need the right attitudes and behaviors. And okay, right page. Desire. I really want to do this, and I have a feeling reason front and center. Do you remember the feeling reason? Repeat it aloud to yourself. Mine feel better. We all feel better. It takes time to wire new ways for thinking together, so it becomes automatic. Like I said, 21 days. Okay. Intention. I will do this, and I know exactly what I'm going to do. And it says write down stuff, and we're not. This thing says write down each of the main points and a related thought as we work through the process. Basically, do you have a plan? What is it? Have you thought it out and written it down? And when does it begin? And that is exactly what the journal that's on the website, on the store, looks like. So basically, plan. Like, failure to plan is planning to fail. Okay. Persistence. I will keep on doing this no matter how many times I get off track. And that's basically what we do. It's, if we go up on the scale, tomorrow's another day. Or like, this is a new year. We want 2020 to go away. It's just, you have to be persistent. You can't give, like I think what Marion said you're going to put on your fridge. You cannot give up on yourself. It says, here's a question. Have you gotten off track, righted yourself, and kept going? I think we all have done that many times. Correct?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I am just going day by day. It's just, that's all you can do. I mean, you have to stay mindful in the present. Like when you eat, stay in the present. Don't be thinking about stuff or listening, or a lot of, like, my grandson likes to watch YouTube videos on the TV while he eats. It's like, pay attention to what you're eating. When he does, it takes him an hour to eat. Pay attention to what you're eating so you can recognize the feeling of fullness. Because if you're not paying attention to your eating, you won't always realize, oh, I'm full, I shouldn't be still eating. So, but a lot of it, not being mindful when you eat, it really can mess you up and make you go over budget. Okay. We also need support while we're developing our new habits. And this is what we have here. We have our Zoom meetings. And if you're meeting in your chapters, I don't think any of you are, you have the support in the chapters. Unfortunately, my chapter is still meeting. They had us go down, I think it's 10% room capacity, not church capacity, but the room. So they had to give us a bigger room because otherwise we'd be down to 3 people because it's 10% capacity. So, but they gave us the option to go to a bigger room so we can still meet. Like, yay. How are you guys getting support since you're basically cut off from meeting in person? Stella, anything from your?
Mostly your Zoom meetings, and then I'm spending more time on the TOPS website. And our chapter did start a Zoom meeting too.
Nice. That's nice to hear. Marian?
We have a Facebook page just for our chapter, and people will post.
That's good.
That's about it really right now.
Yeah. No phone calls or emails or anything?
Not really, no.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like the emails, or they get so many emails, everything gets lost. You can't really see them all between basically. Go ahead.
We actually still have at least 3 or 4 people in our chapter who don't use a computer, don't use email, which is pretty rare, but nevertheless. Yeah.
I have a couple chapters that own probably about half their members don't have computers or don't do any social media or email or anything. I have one that has a smartphone but doesn't do text, or she does Facebook but she doesn't do email. So it's like, yeah. But
it's unusual.
A little weird. It is.
Especially during COVID times, when that seems to be primarily the way that we can keep in touch with each other.
Yep.
Be very lonely, those people.
Yeah, I'm sure they have. I know. I mean, think about how we were before the computers, before Facebook was discovered. Well, you had MySpace, but I never got into that. But I mean, my mom's generation, I mean, she has a computer, but I mean, we were raised without computers and we had a full life, and now we're just on this little box. And that's where our attention is.
But we had meetings. We didn't have COVID.
Yes, exactly.
That's a light.
Exactly. But okay. Let's go. Okay. Okay. Learn from high performance athletes. Long distance runners and others are taught to look at how far they have come, not how far they have to go. If you've been a COPS or in last status, or a successful loser who has backslid, you can certainly understand how powerful and important these perspectives can be. So don't worry about where you're going. Look at where you're at right now. Because if you concentrate more on the past and on the future, you might miss stuff that's going on right now. That's all the mindfulness. Pay attention and encourage yourself to keep going. Praise yourself for your pants fit looser. You can walk farther. You can walk for longer time. Anybody have any non-scale victories or scale victories? Anybody? Ruth?
have
Ruth?
one for this last year. I was actually able to walk on the rocks without twisting my ankle on the beach.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Oh, probably wouldn't be able to do that. I'm always turning my ankles. Or I fall when I'm hiking and my knees do not like me because they're all scabs and stuff like that. Anybody else?
Can bend over to put your socks on.
Yes, I can actually bend over and tie my shoes without having to sit down. So that's a good one. I couldn't always do that one. Anybody? No one else?
Your breath?
Say again?
I said, or without losing your breath when you're doing it.
Yeah, well, or not getting lightheaded. That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay. Effort. I'm trying hard. Notice how hard you are trying. I know today I was actually able to jog. So my grandson didn't have to wait so long for me to catch up with him when he was riding his bike and I was jogging behind him. So it's a little easier today after my lungs got used to the cold. Anybody else? How hard have you been trying? We all have been trying very hard, right? Yes. Yes.
Except yesterday, yes.
Except for this afternoon when I ate that piece of cake. Yeah, I was thinking around 600 calories. So yeah.
One thing that we are doing here are
Mhm.
doing online exercise programs, both my
Oh, that's
husband.
good.
Yeah. Some days
Good.
it's that Paula, PAHLAB, some days it's hers. And then we've also got 3 days a week exercise programs from the Wellness Institute in our home city that we participate in. So we're
Nice.
trying at least to get the exercising in
Right.
about an hour a day, or
Yeah,
walking.
it doesn't
And
have to be you don't even have to go anywhere to exercise these days, because
that's
if
right.
you have a TV or a DVD or or a smartphone with YouTube, you can do it anywhere.
Oh, there's so much available.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Really no excuse for not doing it.
Right. It's you just got to convince your brain you can do it.
Right.
That's the biggest thing. Okay, choices. Notice the good decisions you're making. Not today. Didn't do it today. But I did convince my grandson, because first class was 10:30, so 8 o'clock we went to the park and did 3 miles in 55 minutes. In cold, that's pretty good. Lots and lots of hills. How about any good decisions today? Did you go out for that walk? Did you portion control? Did you exercise?
I
Any
went for
good
a walk
decisions?
with my stepdaughter.
Nice. How's she feeling?
Oh, she's doing good. It wasn't her, it was the one that lives with us.
Yeah. And one of my chapter mates is getting the COVID. She's scheduling her COVID shot. She's a dentist. It's like, oh, not looking forward to that one. Yeah. Not looking forward to the shot. But anybody else? Any good decisions today?
Tomorrow's another day.
Yes,
Tomorrow
it is.
starts a new week.
Tomorrow's a new
starts
day.
a new week.
Well, I'm right in the middle. I weigh in on Saturday, so I'm at the hump day. Okay, done. Next, okay. Assess what's going on. Did you get sick for a week? Mother in the hospital, gym shut down, which of course it is. So what's going on? Everybody healthy? Anything prevent you from eating right or exercising besides our own brains?
Our own attitude.
Yes. Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Especially it's like, okay, it's too cold out. I don't want to go outside. That's happened way too often this winter. Way too often. But one good thing is the masks keep our faces nice and warm.
That's true.
Very warm. It says, without beating yourself up, figure out what led you off course. So we don't want to we don't want to bully ourselves. We do not want to bully ourselves at all. We just figure out what we went wrong or how we went off course, and we just, like said, tomorrow's a new day. Or for some people, tomorrow's a new week. Am I on the wrong page? Oh, it's out of track. Never mind. Now this one's, did I miss this one? We did that one. This one says, okay, pay attention to the progress you've made. How many I know Stella's a cop. Any other cops here? No? So we started the year, a new year. How did you guys do last year?
I did horrible.
Hmm?
I ended
Oh.
with a gain and I lost my cops.
Oh, I gained 4, but I'm still below goal. Net, I gained 4. My daughter had to lower her goal because she went way too below way. So not talking to her. Not talking to her. It's like, oh, anybody else? What kind of progress?
I ended the year with a loss.
Nice. Very good. Terry Ann?
For the year, I had a 6-pound gain. However, from the quarantine, the last weight before quarantine, to the end of the year was only a 2-pound gain.
Very good.
So that's like pretty impressive because I did gain 4 pounds early on.
Before quarantine. Oh, that is awesome.
So I mean, gained 4 before quarantine. So from March to December was only up 2 pounds.
Wow.
So, which is apparently, so even though for the year I was up 6, from March to December was only up 2. So I'm okay with that because I know a lot of people in my chapter, did not do very, because we've been meeting at least once a month. We had a meeting in August, 2 meetings in September, a meeting in October, and then, November, December, we just had a weigh-in.
Right.
And then
Well,
we'll do weigh-in
very good.
January, February, March, and April, I think. We have the schedule. They said it's for weigh-ins, but I don't know if like March or April we're going to be a meeting or not, but at least, and then we have a weekly Zoom meeting with the chapter. So we still get, we're still interacting and at least having support and communication that way.
That's very good. And to only gain what in 9 months, 2 pounds?
2 pounds.
During a pandemic?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So
that's
a
awesome.
loss would have been much nicer, of course. However, I have to look at the positive of this. So.
Yes. You only gained 2 pounds and you're feeling great. And your chapter is being active, which is awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Okay. Persistence. Recognize that you are willing to keep on going. Everybody's got the persistence, right? We're all willing to keep on going. That's what we're here for. No, make sure. Right. My picture is kind of hidden. Okay, it's the right picture. I will not do this perfectly. None of us, no one's perfect, right? Correct. So we're good. No one raised their hands. No one's perfect. We're good. Remember, your thinking brain is deeply grooved in your old behavior, and your feeling brain only wants immediate pleasure. Cut yourself some slack. You will mess up. Yep, did that. We all do. Don't turn goof ups into give ups. We don't want to do that. And when you're blown off course, apply the 3 A's. assess what's going on. Is something preventing you from exercising? Are you sick? You have a sick relative? Is something preventing you from doing what you need to do? Adjust. Adjust by asking yourself, what do I need to get back on track? Do I need to come to TOPS meetings more regularly? That's how I have the Zooms. That's why I have the Zooms. Where is this goal in my priority list? Who will help me? And that's what we have, these Zoom meetings. I mean, basically I at this point, between all the Zooms I go to and the TOPS at Home is adding another Zoom, I go to like five TOPS meetings a week, and I'm still struggling. But I have SADS. It's always bad this time of year for me. But I basically go to 5 Zoom meetings a week. Peanut Gallery is commenting over here. What? I do not have burnout. That was this summer. Okay. And turned over. And admire yourself for restarting. It doesn't matter how many times you begin again. What matters is that you keep on going until you reach your goal. So those are the three A's, which are this: assess, adjust, and admire are the 3 A's. Celebrate your success. So now you're armed with new attitudes, behaviors, and a bunny brain symbol to remind you how good you will feel as you make the changes to reach your goals. You have a warehouse of TOPS tools, and they're always giving us more tools. We have Transformation Tuesday, we have Wellness Wednesday, we have Refracted Fridays, Monday, Barb's blog for Monday's Moments, but there's so many blogs. We have the exchange cards, we have the progress journals, we have the entire website. We have so many tools online, but we also have our chapters, our Zooms. So we have lots of tools to help us succeed. And that is it. Stop share. There we are. Now I can see everybody. So what did you guys think of it? I mean, to me, I like this. I have no idea what the date of it was, but it was an old area captain's. It was from before my coordinator was even an area captain. So what do you guys think?
That kind of information never gets old.
No, it doesn't. I mean, it's like I said, we needed like a reminder of what we're doing this and how do we get there. Anybody else? And I've got lots and lots. My coordinator just gave me like 4 more flip charts. Like, oh, flip charts, yay! It's like, okay, I want the PowerPoints.
Did you say there was going to be another webinar posted on the website soon, or is there a new
I don't
one?
know. I don't know. I mean, if you go on to the members resources on your page, there is a thing of webinars.
Yeah.
The last one I think was November, and they did put that in, but I haven't seen an invite for a new one yet. I'm sure they'll have one in a month or so, because they normally have 2 or 3 a year.
Okay.
Especially with the quarantine and everything, they did a lot last year to help us, deal with everything. But they were good. But you can see, watch them again on the website.
Yeah, I've watched them all once. I thought you said that there might be a new one coming or something.
Well, I don't know. I know I did. I joined TOPS at Home for my grandson, so I'm using it. And they said,
I was wondering. Thank you. I saw the ad for that. Can you get that whatever little goodie bag package
Well,
thingy if you are a real member already?
It says you can buy it as a gift. I mean, and she called me. I said, I don't, because she was before, the person in charge of it called me and said, I don't know if you bought this for yourself or somebody else as a gift. And she said, it's okay if you do it as yourself as a restart.
Mhm.
So I mean, because she noticed that it's going to the same address, because I'm an advocate and my daughter living here. There's 3 of us here. But you can buy it as a gift and do it, like, or sign up your husband or somebody else and as a gift, and they'll have the resources and you can use it yourself. But I mean, if we're all struggling, I mean, if you need to do a restart and it's, I want that plate. I want that plate. But it's like, it's an online meeting. It's a 5-week and it's online meeting. So you'd buy it, but they wouldn't be at a physical chapter, which is a good thing. These days people don't want to go to chapter meetings in person, everywhere. So,
How much is
but,
it?
it's $39.99. It ended up being like, there's tax and there's shipping. It's like, it ended up being like 52, but then my tax is 6%. I don't know what anybody else's taxes are. And I think it would probably be more in Canada, but
Be the
But it
exchange.
gave quite a bit of like nice stuff. So
oh, but you have the My Day one, the healthy and active. It's all the stuff we already have, except for that plate.
Can you not buy the plate on its own from the store?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
You
It
can't.
might be
I
a
thought you
suggestion.
could.
It's I mean, I put it on my page. It's like, if you've got a friend that they don't want to commit for a whole year, have them commit for 5 weeks, and it's all online. But and I looked at it, and it's everything that we have access to on our own online account. That's it, except for the online meetings, we don't. And that's the only difference. But it's, yeah, it's just, the only difference is the Zoom meetings on Thursday evenings. But it's interesting. And I mean, with the membership, the new members down, because it's down this in 2020. It's a good, a lot of people don't want to commit long term, and that's what they do when they join TOPS. So hopefully the 5-week online try it will help. Or you can even do it, people that have quit and want to come back. Maybe they just don't want to commit for a whole year.
So where
Something
is
like
this
that.
information? Because I would share it with my chapter on our Facebook page.
Right. It's when you go on your online account, they have all the headings. There's now it has a TOPS at home right next to
Oh.
members area. It
Okay,
should be right in that blue header.
gotcha.
It's
It's
or
also on
if
the-
they're, go ahead. Yeah, you could also do topsathome.org.
Oh,
And it's in the TOPS Empowering group on Facebook under the announcements section.
Mhm.
I don't know if you can see it, but
Yeah.
like, right.
I'll check it out. I'll find
Yeah.
it. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people have relatives that are thinking about it or just curious about it. And this should be a good peek at what we do.
Good.
Yeah. But I mean, I was on an advocate meeting with Rick Danforth yesterday. He's like, because I asked him, can advocates get this kit? And that's not in the plans because obviously it'll cost a lot of money. He said, but you can buy it current members can buy it as a gift for somebody else. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. That's all. But any other questions
for
or?
the review.
Not a problem. Oh yeah, it's like, okay, yeah, I've done this twice before, and just using this little flip chart, but it was at a small group. But it's like, no, I'm not going to do a flip chart on a Zoom meeting. not gonna work. Because I'd have to get rid of my virtual background. Otherwise, you can't see anything. You know, if I move it, it's gone. So any successes this week? Or how are you guys doing with the start of the year? Even unofficially weighing in if you're not meeting at chapter? Keeping yourself accountable to the scale? Not that we want to. But, so, anything else? So we're almost an hour today already.
Oh, I'm down a pound, 1.2 from the beginning of the year.
Nice.
So that's good.
Yes. My chapter last Saturday, we had a no gain meeting and the cops lost also. So it was a true no gain meeting. So it's like, yeah,
Congratulations.
it was only 4 people, but 6 people weighed in. But we did it, and it's a real no gain meeting. But it felt good. But anything else? Otherwise, hopefully I'll see some of you on Monday. I might have to see what the schedule is for in the TOPS news for next week. So, but otherwise I'll see a lot of you next week.
I will.
Bye.
Morning.
Have a
Thanks.
nice week. You're
Have a good
welcome.
night.
You
Bye.
too.